that the fan. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm sorry for taking up the stage this late. I had to sit on emergency. So quickly we'll be moving on to the lesson on the facts and effects of leadership. And taking up this is Venerable Dr. John C. Adubasim. He is a priest in the Anglican communion, currently the Archdeacon of Holy Trinity Anglican Church, Rumuapara district. He is the founder of the Equipped Leadership Training, a leadership training that focuses on enhancing business Christian leadership in a rapidly changing world. His teachings are sound and raw, so you will get it raw. Ladies and gentlemen, let's join him as he expounds on the fact of leadership in the
Thank you very much. I want to thank Tammy and all of you for having me here. I'll just have a very little short time. Well, something less than 30 minutes, so we can just talk. I want to thank you for coming. I want to say something that I am not a motivational speaker, but I also motivate people. I believe in reality. I told people that I made my first million as a student at the age of 21. And it is real. And from then till now, I keep moving. As a student, I got myself involved in photography. I was the first. Because there was a monopoly in my school then. Just one photograph. So much money. Snapping photos. And then it was not long, every student began to buy cameras and snap. I moved on to book selling. That's where I met my father, Professor Moses Manuba. I would come to Harcourt, carry books, and get back to school, sell, make money, and moved on. Now, there are basic facts you must know as a leader. One of the things that leadership does is that if you're a leader, you must be able to provide services. If you don't have something you provide, please take note. You must have something you're providing. And the part of the work of leadership is services. People will not reward you because of your academic certificate. People reward you for the services you provide. And if you have academic certificate and you don't have services you provide, the value you get is determined by the value you bring to the table. Now I'm talking to the young people, I'm so happy talking to you. Please make sure that in this life you provide services. That's what leadership is all about. Provide services. What can you offer? What can you give? I've sent in the paper, I will also send a soft copy so that it's just a bullet point. Number 2, please don't write too much because I will make sure that you have the soft copy of what I'm. Number 2, you must provide direction. If you are not providing services, you must provide direction. If you are able to lead people and give people direction, you get value. On my 50th birthday, a man gave me a car. And that car is worth 14 million naira. And then what did I do to him? He was having challenges in his business. And I want to share some practical things to you because I believe in reality. I don't believe in so much theories. He was having a challenge. I will not be able to tell you all the details. But when he called upon me, I gave him a little bit of advice on business management that helped him to save about $79,000. He saved that, and when he finished, he felt that there's need to reward me. I get it. So you get rewarded not based on sentiment, not based on emotion. When I teach people in church, I tell them that say God may be touched by your emotions, but God is moved by his principles. And that's one thing I tell people out. When I say this, I mean it. And God, you can cry from now to this. If you are standing before a door, you can cry, but your tears may not be able to open the door. What you need to open the door may be to identify the right key and put it on the door. So I said to people, God can be touched by your emotions, and God is moved by his principles. Now, there are basic principles that governs the affairs of life. And anytime you begin to obey those basic principles, things will begin to change. Please listen to me. I am not so much of an emotional person. Because some of us have been very emotional. Nobody, if you don't offer services to me, you come and cry for nothing tomorrow. I may not be able to pay you. Hello. So your tears can touch me, but your tears may not be able to pull money out of my pocket. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Yeah. So please understand this. You must learn how to provide direction. If you are able to give people advices, directions, that is leadership. A leader inspires others. It doesn't matter where you are. I read a book that changed my life. 360-degree leadership by John Maxwell. It doesn't matter where you are, you can affect leadership at any point. So a leader inspires others, and you must learn to inspire. The respect you earn from people is dependent on how much value you add to their life. And look, there are people that don't respect you. The fact that they don't respect you does not mean you don't just force respect. But there's a way you touch someone's life, they will respect you. Am I communicating? So, when I talk a lot when I talk to couples. When a man begins to say, don't you know I'm the husband in this house? He don't used to enforce it. But when you behave like husband and a father, your children will begin to respect you. Am I communicating? So it is the role you play that will determine how people will respond to you. So I pray that God will help you to begin to inspire others. A leader also leads by example. I don't stay. I walk 247. And I tell people, my office people, those that work with me know, you don't need to stay there and give order. You take a step. And when you take a step, people will begin to follow. I like you know, recently, as a pastor, I noticed that the economy is having some challenges, and then that led me to begin to think out of the box. And one of the things we began to do last year was to begin to develop electronic bell for churches, automated bells. And then one thing we ask ourselves, how do we begin to do this? We begin to look at alarm systems that we can modify to give us what we want. Because we discovered that most of our churches have manual bells. You come in the morning, you ring the bell. But we can develop an electronic system that can make the bells ring at certain hours, program, and then add hymns and other things. And we had our breakthrough last year, and we tested it. It is working now. Now, who do I need? We needed a company outside this country, and we started. We have done for many churches, up to 8 churches. Now, this year, I was trying to, but we had problem with payment. because there is so much restriction on our cards now. Am I communicating? Now, my people being able to pay for the license. So, 2 days ago, for 1 week, we are struggling how to pay for the license because you cannot spend more than $35. So we use every card, all the ATM card available within the family, and we could not. And I began to think outside the box. How to create a visual card that is not Niger based card. And 2 days ago, I succeeded in creating a visual card that I can use to do my transaction. And I tried it in work. And it's working. And I've created it, put it in my name. I have my visa number. I have everything. So what we have spent many months or many years trying to solve, been able to get a breakthrough. That I can now do my transactions, and the limit on that card is about, daily of $1,000. And there's no card apart from if you don't, maybe you don't account card that can give you that leverage. So as a leader, you lead by example. You think out of the box. But the next is a leader has vision, passion and mission. You must be able to know where you're going and how to get to where you're going in life. Let's quickly add, because I have other program that I need to respond to. Now to manage people and then be able to convince others. Some of you have fantastic ideas, but the greatest challenge you have is your ability to convince even yourself. And the moment you convince yourself, you think of others. These people are not thinking the way they were not there when I conceive what I conceive. So how do I paint the portrait in their own heart? This is very necessary. The moment you are able to paint the portrait in their heart, you can win their confidence. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting something?
Yes, sir.
All right. Next is ability to relate to others. Some of us don't have the ability to relate with people. You need people. No man is an island. You need a team. You need to relate to people. You need to know how to value and build relationship. My time is up. All right. Now you need to be flexible. Trust. You need to build trust. Nobody will want to commit anything serious in your hand if they don't trust you. You need to become interested in others, ability to listen. You need to have good judgment. You need to have empathy. Don't write, like I said, I will send the soft copy to him. Then you have the soft copy. Alright? You need to be open-minded, honesty. You need to learn how to solve problems. Don't run away from problems. You see, young people today run away from challenges. I don't do, and I can't run away from problems. If you run from one problem, you will continue to run from other problems. Except I don't need that thing. Learn how to solve problems. When the challenges come, sit down. It may take you some time. The first day, many years ago, when we still have the notepad, this, I think it's called notepad. I don't know. My Archbishop, we traveled to Ekiti State. The man has a notepad, the thing went blank. And he asked me, John, can you fix it? I said, sir, I can. That was my first time of seeing a notepad. Am I complete? I picked the thing. I went home that night. I troubled Google. And by the time I started by 8 p.m., I got breakthrough by 5:30 a.m. And I was able to fix the problem. Don't run away. Because if you solve one problem, you will have. And if you forget anything, don't forget that. Don't run away from problems. Learn how to sort issues out. Now, leadership or advance. Learn, number one, you are not your position. And don't take issues personal. When you grow on, you understand. Learn the role of engagement. Become authentic, get dedicated. I think I will stop here. If you have questions, when you get the paper, you will. Any question? Do we have time for question after? I'm going. Just give me 2 minutes. If you have any question, please. Oh, great.
So I wanted to ask about the issue you said you solved about the payment. Like, was it that you created wallet or something like that? You said.
Well, like I said, for you to pay money in dollars through PayPal with Nigerian card that is not DOM account, they have a limit. All right. Now, what I did was to get to better, downloaded that app. Now, it has the capacity to transfer naira and convert to dollars. And I created a visual card. I have 2 cards here, 1 naira card and $1 card. I pay in naira and they tell you they convert it to dollars. All right. So that card is not Nigerian card because the address is US address. I use it now for every purchase online. And I can terminate that card at any time. It has everything your normal card has. Is that clear? Any other question? Is that okay for you? So you can create that. Any other question? All right. Thank you very much. God bless you.
I'm sure we've learned a whole lot, and we are going home with basic facts as regards to leadership. I, for one, I had to learn that